Here are some dramatic errors you missed in Peppa Pig. Like, at number 1, the washing machine magic. In the episode Washing, the Peppa family, minus the dad, go outside and jump around in the mud.
George loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Mummy Pig loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
While playing in the mud puddles, they mistakenly get some mud on Daddy Pig's shirt that he left there to dry. So, they decide to wash the shirt again and go back inside the house. After putting some laundry in the washing machine, Mummy Pig goes to the other room to get some more clothes. And this is when the mistake happens. She takes out Peppa's shirt out of the washing machine, but there aren't any other clothes visible. What happened to the ones she had just put inside? Where did they disappear?
Sing it.
What? Oh no.
Look, Mummy. My red dress is all nice and clean.
Number 2. And if you thought that was the only case of disappearance, you were wrong. In the episode Ballet Lesson, Peppa goes to her first ballet class and learns a lot of new moves.
Oh. Grace and beauty.
Peppa loves dancing. Everyone loves dancing.
So she and her classmates start dancing together, and you'll notice that Danny the dog jumps off the screen to the left side. But just moments later, he appears from the right side of the screen. Did he just teleport?
Imagine that you are beautiful swans.
Number 3. That wasn't the only error in this episode. The writers pretend that Peppa did not know Madame Gazelle in this episode.
This is Madame Gazelle, the ballet teacher.
Oh, you must be young Peppa. I am Madame Gazelle.
Which is set in the middle of season 1. But she has known her since before the playgroup episode, which aired towards the beginning of the season. However, it's probable that this episode occurred prior to the playgroup, because George doesn't show up at the playgroup. Lots of mysterious stuff happening in the Peppa Pig world, that's for sure.
Of the ballet.
I'll pick you up later.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy yourself.
Number 4. Ice Cream Magic. In the episode Miss Rabbit's Day Off, Daddy Pig gets the job to handle the ice cream cart.
Miss Rabbit is ill. You've got to sell the ice cream today.
Oh, I'm an expert at ice cream.
But in a blink and you'll miss it moment, during the scene, when Peppa calls her dad, take a look at the different ice cream colors. And now, after the scene switches twice, take a look again. Notice the difference? That's right, the assortment of colors has been shuffled up too. Too much spooky stuff going on in the Peppa Pig universe. Also, in this episode, when Miss Rabbit slips, she only falls on her back. But then, she says that her ankle is broken.
Oh, my ankle. I can still hop to work. No, you stay here and get better.
Was she lying? Or was that just a mistake on the animator's part?
Are you not Miss Rabbit? No, I'm her sister, Mummy Rabbit.
Number 5. Super Potato is one of the most beloved characters in the show. In the episode Super Potato, we meet the very renowned superhero himself.
I am going to show you a movie called Super Potato.
Yay!
He goes to Peppa's school to save Mr. Potato, who got stuck inside a car. He uses his strength to remove the glass part, and this is where the mistake happens. Even with the roof above him, Mr. Potato goes through the glass. So, who really is the superhero here? I'm getting suspicious.
Super Potato!
By the power of vegetables, I am here.
Hooray!
Wonderful.
Number 6. The family takes a trip to the museum in the episode The Museum. Well, in a scene where Peppa is staring at a crown, there's a plain purple wall behind. But after zooming on Peppa, we see a peculiar glass cabinet instead of seeing the wall behind her. Seriously, too much spooky stuff.
Delicious.
Is there anything else you would care for, Queen Peppa?
Yes. More cake, please.
Number 7. Speaking of more disappearances, in the episode Daddy Pig's Birthday, Mummy Pig pours the cake batter and seemingly empties it. But when she puts the cake in the oven, Peppa is holding the very same bowl with some batter still left in it. And not just that, now there's a spoon in it as well. Also, later in this episode, George's boots changed color after the family goes to test Daddy Pig's new birthday boots. The animator must have been really exhausted during this episode for these silly mistakes to happen.
What I need is a big puddle.
Why not try over here, Daddy Pig?
Ooh, what's this?
It's your special birthday surprise.
Number 8. In the same episode, Daddy Pig sits by a board with calculations on it, and when Peppa and George call him, the board's position changes from his side to behind him, and the equations have also changed, showing different colors and symbols.
The rabbit speaking.
May I speak to Daddy Pig, please?
Someone for you, Daddy Pig. It sounds important.
Hello, Daddy Pig speaking.
Happy birthday, Daddy!
Additionally, the colored pencils in a cup next to him seem to have swapped places as well. Really weird. Number 9. At the start of the episode Swimming, we see 4 changing rooms, each with different colors. Daddy Pig appears from the very first blue door, then Mummy Pig from the green one, Peppa from yellow, and George from the red one. Now this is something no one noticed because really nothing particularly happened throughout the episode about this. But at the end, these doors were completely reversed in orders with their colors. This little of a detail that you needed to pay close attention is something 99% of people missed, but the question remains, why did the doors get mirrored? Also, George and Richard disappear when Daddy Pig gets out of the pool.
Cheer up, you two. You can watch me dive.
Silly Daddy, your tummy is too big.
Nonsense. I won trophies for my diving when I was younger.
Seriously, what's up with this show and things disappearing? And lastly, in this episode, when Peppa repeats Daddy Pig's words, saying big kids don't splash,
Big children don't splash. We're very good at swimming.
somehow the pool gets very deeper. Is this an error on the animator's part, or was the pool built like this? Number 10. At the start of the episode The Great Barrier Reef, we can notice a blue barbecue grill outside the family's house. Then, after everyone gets in the submarine and goes off exploring the Great Barrier Reef and comes back home, the barbecue grill is not there anymore. Did someone steal it? Or did the animators just forgot about it? Comment down below what you think happened.
We must never, never take anything away from here.
Ah, look, little fish. They're clownfish.
Number 11. In Fruit Trees, Peppa and her friends are seen playing soccer outdoors.
Goal!
Richard Rabbit has scored a goal.
With 4 trees in the background, each bearing fruit. But in the next shot, all of the fruit has mysteriously disappeared from the trees, leaving them bare.
The boys are winning. That's not fair. We weren't ready. Hi, that's cheating.
Number 12. In the Power Cut episode, Peppa and George are dancing to music in the living room. But when Peppa said that everyone can be happy again,
Everyone can now be happy again.
Very good, Peppa.
Hooray!
the speaker that was facing one way is now positioned in the opposite direction, as if it had mysteriously shifted during the outage.
Power cut is when there is no electricity.
What's electricity?
Electricity is what makes everything in our house work.
Number 13. In the picnic episode, the family enjoys a meal outdoors with 2 plates and 2 sandwiches on the blanket at first. But suddenly, all 4 family members have sandwiches. There are 2 extra plates, additional glasses of orange juice appear, and the juice carton itself disappeared. Also, the strawberry cake was never taken out of the basket. Yet as soon as Peppa offers the duck some, it's suddenly on a plate in Mummy Pig's left hand.
You lot again? Peppa told you, there's no more bread.
Mummy, we do have strawberry cake.
Well, if there's any cake left over, you can give it to the ducks.
Then more cake appears for everybody. Honestly, it's a very happy mistake if I say so myself.
Luckily, I managed to hang on to my slice of strawberry cake.
Stop, Daddy! We promised the rest of the cake for the ducks.
Number 14. During the episode Lunch, where George is encouraged to eat a salad after having pizza, Grandma Pig initially places a cucumber slice and 2 tomato slices on George's plate. But later on, only 1 tomato slice remains. Though George is known to avoid vegetables, making this a curious inconsistency. Also, when everyone started eating their food, Peppa and George's lemonades is not on the table. Number 15. We found the episode Market to be full of inconsistencies. Initially, a lamppost is visible between Mr. Bull's stall and the apple stall, but in the next scene, it vanishes without explanation. A pigeon also starts pecking at Miss Cow's tent, and later appears beside Mr. Bull's tent, while Mr. Bull's stall disappears altogether by the end of the episode. Also, Mr. Fox says that the fish only needs 24 batteries.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
And it only needs 24 batteries.
But if you count, there are only 12 batteries present. Then, the wooden apple and the penguins disappeared when Mr. Fox says, "Buy one, get four free." A very sly fox indeed.
Buy one, get 4 free.
No, thank you, Mr. Fox.
You bought a fish too, didn't you? I could have sold you a better fish.
No plastic fish, thank you.
Number 16. In the episode Peppa Goes to Paris, at the start after the title, when the narrator says Peppa's going to Paris, he actually said Pepper.
Peppa is going to Paris today to see her friend Delphine Donkey.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
The Delphine Donkey and Peppa Pig families are staring straight ahead rather than up when the Eiffel Tower is shown, and as a background character walks by Peppa, her voice is audible even though her mouth is closed.
Peppa and her family have arrived in Paris. Delphine Donkey and her family are here to meet them.
Bonjour. Bonjour, Delphine.
And finally, number 17. In the carnival episode, the colors of the characters' shirts and their positions are constantly shifting, and this isn't even the biggest goof in this episode. Gerald Giraffe is initially spotted in the crowd, but he subsequently appears in the parade as a member of a jazz band playing an electric guitar. Gerald reappears in the audience when the action shifts to Captain Dog and Danny Dog. Another float is visible as Pedro Pony and Mr. Pony are on it, and the scene shifts to Peppa exclaiming, "I wish I was in the carnival."
I wish I was in the carnival. Me too.
Who seems to be driving the float and which characters are aboard it remains unknown. Whether it's disappearing objects, color changes, or characters teleporting, there's always something unexpected happening in Peppa's world. Did we miss any other dramatic errors? Let us know in the comments, and as always, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.